And welcome to ArchiCAD. In this tutorial, we're going to be installing the external windows for this cottage of ours. We've already done our two external doors, now we'll do the windows. Let's go over to our floor plan. As you can see, the cottage is surrounded by windows that need to go in. The first one being this big one at the front. By looking at the front elevation, you can see it's a 4-pane window, which is the only one in the cottage that's 4-pane. The rest are going to be 2-pane. This one here is our sliding door, if you remember, that we inserted, and then the rest are windows. So this one up here and this one here is 2 windows in the bedroom, one here in the laundry bathroom, and one here above the kitchen sink in the kitchen, which is stock standard in houses and necessary for ventilation for health reasons, so that there's circulation through the kitchen where there's food. The dimensions for the windows is the same as the doors. The first number is the height and the second number is the width. So this 4-pane window will be 1200 high by 2400 wide. Remembering these numbers are abbreviated: 12 for 1200, 24 for 2400. Here the joinery dimension for 2100 is the distance from the base to the header of all our joinery in this cottage. It was 2100 for the doors, and it will also be 2100 for our windows. So all windows are 2100 high. So let's go to ArchiCAD. Let's select our window tool and let's get building our window. So come up to our toolbox, come into our windows. They're all sliding windows, so come down here and select sliding. And let's work on our first bedroom window, which is 2-pane, 2 sash like all of them. So select our 2 sash window. Just here's our 4 sash when we do the front one, but let's do this one first. And let's come over here to our window and let's get our measurements. So if you remember, just looking at this one, it is 1800 wide, 1200 high. 1800 wide, it's already there, and 1200 high. Header to wall base, like we said, the joinery figure, 2100. Just remember, sometimes this might be on something different, somewhere through here. So make sure you change it, header to wall base, make that 2100. I'll come down to the sliding window settings. Here's a picture of what our window will look like. So the arrow is on the pane that will slide. Let's go to window settings here. You can work down through here. There's a whole bunch of options we can do to change things in our window. We can come to here and we can make it say both windows slide. Make it say it's just a single window that slides. Frame of sash, some options. Our frame width, we can change the width of the frame. I think yours might be preset at 50, but you can change it to 80 or however thick you like it. You can make it uniform or ununiform. If it's not uniform, they can all be different, like there, or you can click uniform and they'll all follow, so they're all 80. We have different sash options, so we can make the window fancy like so, but in this case we'll just keep it. Just want you to keep it with no grid in it. We can have a handle, we can have natural ventilation. Come down to model attributes, it's something we can look at. We can change the material that the frame is made out of if we want. We can come down here, we have other things we can change. We can put a masonry arc on it if we like. We can put a sunshade on it if we like. But we're not going to do any of that. We're going to move on to our next header here, which is our dimension marker that I want you to look at. To come to dimension marker, marker text, and make this the height of the text 0.8. I think it'll be preset at 2, but make it 0.8 mils high. And that's it. That's all we need. So let's click OK. And let's insert our window, first window. So just go back to ArchiCAD. You can see it is halfway between these two horizontal walls. So come over and hover, make sure the sun's on the outside, get it roughly halfway and click. And now we can select which pane is sliding, the inside or the outside, and which direction it slides. So let's send it up this top right one. So it's sliding that. Actually, can we see it? Yeah, we can see it here. We want the right pane to be sliding to the left. Click again. Right pane to be sliding to the left like so. So click down there. Let's check it out in 3D. There it is. Yep, we have a right pane sliding to the left, just like so. Okay, very nice. Now we can go, let's just do that one more time. So get back into 2D. Let's do this, insert this one across the top there. Now all the settings should be preset, so we should just have to change this. So second window we want is 1800 wide by 600 high. So go to our settings, positioning. There's 1800 wide and 600 high. And that's it. Just gonna look like that. Click OK. It goes, yeah, yep, in the middle. So roughly in the middle, make sure the sun's on the outside, click. In this one we don't have a picture for which way it slides, so you can just choose. Maybe just keep it running along with the other one and click. Check our 3D and there it is, like so. Nice. So you can go around and fill in these ones. We have one more there and one more there. And then the last one I'm going to do with you is the front one, the 4 pane. There's just a couple of things that need changing. If you can see on the diagram of the 4 pane one, you can see the 2 inside windows have arrows on them, meaning the 2 inside panes are going to be sliding outwards. The outside ones won't move. So keep that in mind. The width is 2400 and the height is 12. So into ArchiCAD, into our window, and let's come down here first. Let's choose our 4 Sash pane. Our width is 2400. Height is 1200. Just double check that. Yep, 24 by 12. Header to wall base 2100. And there is one other thing we need to change in this one. You can see that in these pictures there is it's what's called an upper transom across the top of this window. So we come into settings here. We want to get rid of that. You can see up there it's not what we want. So click on the settings, and just above it is shape. Click on shape and we can change our transom from type 1 to none, so we don't have any transom. Panes are uniform, they are. That's good, and let's get back. Now we have that, we can go back to our window settings. And something else we can change here in our window settings is we can change which panes slide. You can see the options. We have the middle pane sliding outwards on the same rail, the middle pane sliding outwards on different rails, or all 4 sashes sliding. We can select this one so that it's the 2 inside that are sliding, they're on different rails. Other than that, that's all we need for that one. That's good. Dimension marker style, hopefully that's still set at 0.8 mils, yep. And now we can insert. Much easier in 2D. So bring your cursor down. Where are we? Yeah, somewhere around there looks about right. So click with the sun on the outside. don't know if that's going to change too much because the same, oh, you can change which one, the inside, which panes go inside, outside, inside, outside. That won't matter too much, so you can just click there. Look at our 3D, and there they are. It's our 4-pane window on the front. Beautiful. The last thing to do with our windows is if you zoom in, escape, hit escape so we haven't got windows selected. Make sure you've got the arrow tool selected. Select your, not the wall, select the window. And if you click on this button here, we can drag our windows open. Should let us open the window. There we go. Let that window open. Drag that way for that one to there. Escape, and there we go. Windows are open. So all you need to do now is, to finish off this tutorial, is to insert the window here in the laundry, insert the window in the kitchen, play around, open them up if you feel like they need to be open, if you think they look better. And that'll be it for this tutorial. Great.